Can I be honest with y'all? I'm just gonna get straight to the point because I'm very irate at the moment, and it bothers me because I seem like the only person who's aware of this situation. Like, listen, oh my god. And it bothers me because it's like so crystal clear. Think about it, y'all. We are the black people. Yes, us black Americans. Our music is the only music on planet Earth that sounds the way it sounds as far as what the words are about: drugs, sex, murder. Balenciaga, Balenciaga, Balenciaga. And the crazy thing is, oh my God, Balenciaga does fucking child sacrificing. But y'all not ready for that talk yet. You know what? I'm putting that shit in here. And they do, oh my goodness. You know what? Let me not even get into that because I don't even want to get into that whole topic. Because if you want to talk about pedo, fuck it. I'm not talking in words like that. If you want to talk about pedophilia, Balenciaga. So every time, think about it, every time you wear some Balenciaga things, you are literally promoting pedophilia. But that's a whole nother topic. This is why I just stay to myself because listen, but anyways, now think about our music. I think, who was this? Was it Young Thug or whoever? I forgot, or Future. One of these dumbass niggas got a song where for 8 lines or 9 lines he said sex and violence, sex and violence, and sex and violence. You listen, we gotta wake up seriously, because the reason why, one, they keep promoting sex and violence is because, one, they promote sex because, think about it. Let's keep it real. We're the only people on the earth, black American women, and I'm black American. A fact is a fact is a fact. I lived all over this country, all over this world. Excuse me, not all over this country. I lived all over this world. I lived in Mexico, not once but twice. I lived in Africa for a year. I lived in Thailand. Okay? We are the only people on the earth with multiple baby daddies and all of this stuff. There's no other race of woman on earth who does that. Just being honest. Let's keep it real. The Indian woman, let's be honest, she don't have different baby daddies and all this other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Who else? The Asian woman, the Chinese and all of them, they don't have all these different baby daddies and all this other stuff. The African woman, of course they're outliers in anything. You understand what I'm saying? And of course, I'm not even saying that all black women have different baby daddies, because I'm a black woman with no children. Hello? And I know plenty of black women with no children. But in the contrary, I also know plenty of black women who have different baby daddies, like 3 baby daddies and 4 baby daddies. I know both women without children and 3 baby daddies women. You understand what I'm saying? The Chinese woman don't have 3 different baby daddies. Because let's really talk about it. Ooh, y'all not ready for this one, but I'ma just really, because now I'm going on a tangent. But I don't know. I think we must have the worst self-esteem or something on the planet. And we need to really look inside ourselves for real. Because there's no other race of woman who just has sex so quick. You understand what I'm saying? Like it seems like now these days, everyone is just having sex raw, fast. Never even met nobody in his family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy, right? This girl I know. Anyway, she was saying essentially how people don't even know they baby's daddy's names, because she worked for the social services, you know, when they try to, for the, you know, all of that stuff, so the baby mama could receive money, da 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 da. She say they put a man's Instagram name, man. It's like, think about it. Trust me, When I lived in Asia, their music sounds like this. This is as sex much as as much sex as this. Listen to how there's something like this. There's so many. I like him and he likes me. I kissed the boy under the tree. It will be like that, but in their Asian language. You understand what I'm saying? Something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Our music is now, I don't even listen to, I can't. Like, the spirit inside me literally convicts me. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm so happy. Check out, I think they're called the Boykins, that I fell in love with a cowboy. I brought a tie for a cowboy. Like, it's clean. I can't listen to all of that crazy. Oh, I get my period, put my period blood on his lips. And he smells my asshole. Like, it's not even music anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's clear that there's an agenda and it's working. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I was saying, sorry for getting sidetracked. Anyways, think about it. The only reason why our music is only about three things: sex, violence, and money. So the reason it's about sex is because remember, all of these are executive owners. They are Jewish white men. You understand what I'm saying? So Future and Little Baby and the young NBA and whoever, after they write their drug, sex, and money, kill the neighborhood music, they sit down at a table, long table, that an old white man is sitting there. He must approve the music. If this old Jewish white man doesn't feel like the music is derogatory enough, you must rewrite. You understand what I'm saying? And that is because they need a permanent poor class. See, the problem with us black folks is we be in our feelings too much. Because when Trump talked about black jobs, he wasn't even lying. Think about it. The majority, of course, there are always outliers. But I'm talking about the majority of black people. Don't pretend like the majority of black people are doctors and lawyers and all of that. That's Jewish people. That's them. Let's be honest. See, when we are honest with ourselves, that's when we can make a change. You understand what I'm saying? You know, the jobs that we hold are like janitor, construction worker, blue collar jobs. You understand? Yes, we hold white collar jobs and higher. You understand what I'm saying? But let's be honest, as a whole, we're not on the top. You understand what I'm saying? We're not making the big bucks, so stop it. Because when the Indians come up here, come here to America, they look it up. I believe that the national average, this is their average of an Indian household in America, is over $100,000. I'm gonna look it up with you. But the moral of the story is the average black household is not making $100,000. So let's be honest. The jobs that we hold, let's keep it real. Black people and Spanish people, the jobs that we hold are more or less at the bottom of the American hierarchy, right? So now you can clearly see we are the quote unquote servants of America. Slavery never changed. Come on now. So listen, since we are at the bottom of the hierarchy, right? The reason why they keep programming you sex is because you are going to keep making the bottom of the hierarchy. Because let's keep it real. What do poor people do? They just make poor children. Of course, there are outliers. Duh. But everybody's not an NBA player. Everybody's not an actor. Of course, there are outliers. But the majority of poor people, this is both all the way through. This is a law all the way through. White people, you know what I'm saying? The people who live in trailer parks, their baby mama, baby daddy also lives in a trailer park. You understand what I'm saying? It's because, you know what I'm saying, we mingle by a proximity. Human beings usually do. You know, of course, there are people that go up in society, but I'm talking about the majority. So they want you to continue to pumping a ever slave population, a never ending. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they keep sex, because you're the one who's gonna have sex on the first date of knowing that guy. You're the one that's gonna have sex on the first week, and guess what? You're the one that's gonna have sex in the first month, because guess what? Sex makes babies. So you might not get pregnant the first time or the second or the third, but baby girl, you're going to get pregnant eventually. If you keep letting somebody with their penis juices into you, eventually, that's the recipe. You understand? So they need a ever-going poor class, a slave class. So that's why they keep pumping sex into the music. That's one. Two, they need to continue to pump violence into the music. One, because a lot of these prisons, a lot of these people get kickbacks. That's a whole nother thing. But a lot of these prisons are privatized. They get money off of people in prison. You understand what I'm saying? So they need to keep putting people in prison. Duh. You understand what I'm saying? So, and on top of that, I heard this not once, but twice, in which the FBI dropped off cases of guns in Baltimore. Tell me why my contractor, he told me when he was 12 years old and his homeboy was 13, he was hanging out in the neighborhood and literally saw the FBI drop off a case of random damn guns on the corner. Then recently, I was at my barber, because I have short hair if you've seen my videos, and he told me years later, these men they don't even know each other. Years later, he said the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? And he was telling me about his boy hearing about the same thing too. So come on now. And plus, like I said, I got an eyewitness. Like I told you, when my contractor, he seen it when he told me he was 12 years old when his homeboy was 13. They was hanging out in the neighborhood, so because think about it, where we getting these guns from? Hello? We not making them in our backyards. We're not making them in our basements. Where are we getting all these guns from to do all of this violence? Hello? So they need, and the crazy part about it, right, is whistleblowers keep constantly coming out like, oh, you understand, the hip hop industry, da-da-da-da-da, they make hella money off of you, da-da-da-da, they got to keep pumping drugs and violence into the community, da-da-da-da, keep the prisons full, da-da-da. Like, there's so many whistleblowers have came forward. It's like, when are we going to put that shit down? You understand what I'm saying? Like, seriously. Like, what are we doing here? But let me not let this rant get too long. I wish y'all a blessed day. Namaste.